Well, for more, I'm joined by Luigi Di Gregorio from Rome. He's a political science lecturer at Tuscia University in Italy. Well, first of all, ciao. So, Patriots for Europe is quite the call to arms. Does Orban really have the numbers to form this new coalition and become the biggest hard-right group in the parliament as he wants?
Okay, good night. I didn't hear the first part of the sentence, but I think I understood. For the moment, this coalition, the Patriots of Europe, is a political alliance. It's not a parliamentary group because the Orban's party, the Kikel's party, and the Babis party, so Hungary, Czech Republic, and Austria, they are just 3 member states, whereas a parliamentary group needs to represent at least 7 member states. So we will see what happens. In Italy, for example, Salvini today has already expressed his support for this group. We need to see what Marine Le Pen will do in France, of course, because if Marine Le Pen will accept to be part of this group, for example, the Identity and Democracy group would no longer have the member state to exist. So why all this is happening, it's not easy to understand. Probably there is a reshuffling on the right that might be aimed at creating a new configuration, perhaps isolating some forces on the right, such as AfD in Germany, and trying to form maybe 2 right-wing parliamentary groups without members that are considered too extreme. No? This could also help to expand eventually the majority for Ursula von der Leyen, who faces the challenge of the secret ballots in Strasbourg, and the need to build an agenda that tries to balance between demands from both left and right. We will see what happens in the next 2 weeks.
Indeed, but I think what you said, reconfiguration is key. So what do Orban's Patriots really offer over then the existing far-right groups of the parliament, if of course they can get those numbers, if they can get the 7 member states to join their alliance?
I think they are aiming to form a new group. I'm quite sure of that. So probably Identity and Democracy will disappear, and maybe this new group, Patriots of Europe, can be the new extreme right group somehow, with maybe some others part of the ID in the not allied group. So I don't know. I don't think they will have some members from ECR, for example. I think the ECR will be more or less the same that we see now at the moment. So I think there will be a reconfiguration of Identity and Democracy, and somehow becoming the Patriots of Europe. I think it will be slightly more on the right, we can say.
Okay, well, I'm sure that their plans will unveil themselves. But given that we're seeing today the wins in the first round of these polls in France for the far right, you've got your own Prime Minister, Meloni, in Italy. We seem to be seeing a real resurgence of the far right. It's not just longer a protest vote that we see in European polls, but they seem to be more of a credible political force. So give us a sense then of your own Prime Minister, Meloni. How would you rate her, and has she possibly shown the way of how to govern for these far-right parties?
Well, I think she can be somehow the example, the model to follow. I think she will also trying to bring Marine Le Pen inside the ECR group. We will see what happens in France in 1 week with the second round of the parliamentary election. But I think the idea is to have a stronger right, but not an extreme right. This is the idea of Meloni and of Le Pen, maybe also Salvini. So the idea is to put on the extreme right some forces.
Okay, Luigi Di Gregorio, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you so much. I think it will be interesting to see if Le Pen does join the ECR in the parliament. Thank you so much.